Hey,
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Thou is back.
Hey, Bashi.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all to pieces. We back at it again. Bleach Report tapped me on the shoulder, man. You know, we do this little weekly Wednesday joint we got going on. You know, it could be early Wednesday. It could be late Wednesday. You know, whatever the Wednesday is. I'll be here tapped in with you talking about NFL and Dallas Cowboys. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm talking about Dallas Cowboys, we talking about that good old draft. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? So this is where we are. This is the premise of our episode today. Just want to make sure we good on the bleacher. Yeah, we good on the bleacher. We good on the bleacher. So this is my idea, okay? I've been having conversation with people over the past couple of weeks on the Twitters and the internets and the YouTubes and all that, because we're basically prepping ourselves for draft season. It just is what it is. Winter is coming, right? So, you know, I just rolled down a couple of players and positions on the list there, and I see people say, well, Voch, I think every position is available for the Dallas Cowboys. You know, man, and you know, when you're at the top of the draft, sure, you can use a little bit of everything, but that's only if we're just talking about positions. You know, when you start putting names, faces, and skill sets to these positions, it hits a little differently, right? So you could be like, oh yeah, the Dallas Cowboys could definitely use an offensive tackle. And you'd be correct. The Dallas could use an offensive tackle. But when I look at a particular offensive tackle versus a particular receiver, then the answer is false.
It's false.
It's not true, okay? And I think that's a normal thing when you start breaking down draft and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, if Arch Manning is at quarterback for you, then yeah, you kind of need quarterback at the top of the draft. But if Jalen Milroe is there and you weigh that versus what you have, then it's different, okay? So just at the top of the draft, I just got a little board right here, and y'all can refer to Dane Brugler's big board if you like. At the top of the draft, there's linebacker, there's wide receiver. It's about 2 corners up there. One corner play wide receiver also. His name is Travis Hunter for Colorado. You got a safety up there. Malachi Stark's pretty good. You got an offensive tackle from LSU. That's fine. We'll talk about these guys in a little bit. You got a running back, Ashton Genty. I like him a lot. And you got another receiver just sitting up top there. Voch, why is this important? Because the offensive tackle is Will Campbell from LSU. Cool, fine. I just ran this exercise on Twitter, and y'all can run over to my Twitter if y'all, need to see what's going on over there. Twitter, Voch Lombardi. I put up a little poll asking about Will Campbell. Should I do it right now? We ain't doing nothing else. I put up a little poll asking about Will Campbell. I watched him. Dane Brugler got him as like a top 3 player overall, or top 5 or 6, or you like top 10, something like that. I don't look at Will Campbell in that way. PFF also got Will Campbell ranked pretty high, as like a top 10 or so guy. I don't see Will Campbell in that way. Let me share a little something with y'all. We ain't doing nothing else, man. I just want to tap in with you a little bit. We ain't doing nothing. Tap in with you. Got Will Campbell right here. And I asked, Voch, what's your real name, bro? Shit, Voch Lombardi. Voch Lombardi. So I put up this poll, right? Because I was just curious about what the people thought. And 210 people in counting are voting on this. And I was like, if offensive tackle Will Campbell from LSU was in the draft last year, where would you rank him? Would you rank him with Olu, Joe Alt, Talise Fuaga, and all them cats? Would you rank him with Armarius Mims and Troy Fautano and JC Latham and them boys? Would you rank him with Jordan Morgan and Tyler Guyton and them? Or would you rank them with, the second and third round guys, Blake Fisher, Kingsley Suamatea, and Patrick Paul and them? I was just curious. I was curious where people would kind of rank Will Campbell. And in my mind, if I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan and I'm going to rank we number 11 right now in draft order, but I fully anticipate that Cooper Rush is going to lead us to the promised land much higher than that. And it's going to be a big case of right brick on my brick, and that's cool. I'm not taking Will Campbell if I got the 6th overall pick. If I got the 4th, the 7th overall pick, I'm not taking Will Campbell with that pick. I'll take Olu Fashiono with that pick. I'll take Joe Alt with that pick. Fuaga with that pick. I can't in good faith take Will Campbell with that pick because once you put players to positions, faces with names, it changes a little bit. I'm going to wrap this all in the bow. We're going to talk about it. It changes a little bit. The same thing with safety, right? Malachi Starks. I think Malachi Starks is a cool player. The safety from Georgia. I think he's a really good player, but he's a safety. Safety is a luxury pick. Plus, when I see him, I don't see like an Ed Reed type character. Hey, Voch, would you take Ed Reed top 5 right now? Yeah, I'll take Ed Reed top 5. He's a game-changing safety. He's a game-changing safety, right? But I don't look at Malachi Starks as a guy like that. So now you got to ask yourself, which is the meaning of this program today, or this exercise that we're doing. Voch, why you look at Will Campbell like that? Why you say the talent at the top of the draft is way too good to consider Will Campbell as a top 4, 5, 6, or 7 pick? And that's what I'm projecting the Dallas Cowboys to be. Oh, I just want to have a conversation with you, tell y'all which players I'm looking at, okay? First and foremost, Travis Hunter, University of Colorado. Actually, let me just go back and show you something for real. Let me show you something else. Tankathon. If you, hey, look, follow me on Bleacher Report, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, everything you need to follow me on. I'm going to mention this a lot. And Nebraska Furniture and Best Buy is trying to sell me electronics. Chat, I'm going to bring up Tankathon a lot because it's the best metric to keep up with where your draft pick is going to go. The Cowboys are currently at 11. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-win teams. That's important. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-win teams. But this is an important metric on Tankathon. This is what I like the most right here. Let's see if I can highlight this. The games behind portion. The games behind portion lets you know that you are a game and a half away from being the first overall pick in this thing, which is important. And if we first overall pick, we could talk about trading out. How bad you want Shedeur Sanders, but we just, we chilling. I'm assuming the Cowboys are going to end up anywhere between 4, 5, 6, and 7. If I had to guess, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If Travis Hunter is on the board for you, let's just keep it a buck. It's going to have to be 4. Quarterback could go 1 and 2. Travis will probably go 3 or something like that. Some team may overthink Travis. Let's just say that you're drafting 4th overall. You can't honestly consider taking a safety right there. You can't honestly consider taking Will Campbell right there because I don't think he's good enough. Just because he may be the best offensive lineman, and I haven't watched the rest of them, but just because he's the best offensive lineman, he don't go this high. You want a dude like Travis Hunter who's half receiver, half DB, but could be a top 10 pick in both of them. If Travis Hunter as a wide receiver was in this draft and Travis Hunter as a corner was in this draft, me personally, I got Travis Hunter, the corner, is the 4th best player. The 2nd best player. And I got Travis Hunter, the receiver, is like the 7th or so best player. I think this matters here. So when I'm at the top of the draft, I'm considering a guy like Travis Hunter. I can't consider the rest of the field here. Man, Voch, what if you end up like 5th overall or something? You know what I'm saying? What if you drafting around the 5 or the 6 or something like that, Voch? What if Travis Hunter not even in the conversation for real? If he's not in the conversation for real, and notice Travis Hunter's in this picture also, I can't stress to you how impressed I am with Teza McMillan. I think his name is Tetaroa, but I'm not going to call him Tetaroa. I'm going to call him Tet. His mama called him Tetaroa. I'm going to call him Tet. Okay? You want to talk about the Cowboys being frugal at, in terms of going to go get a player. We always feel like we can use help at wide receiver. Travis Hunter will help you at receiver also, but I'm just assuming he ain't there. Travis Hunter will help you at receiver, but Ted McMillan being a guy that can come right in and be a number 2 receiver for you and be better than everybody you got on the squad right now. You know how like some drafts you draft a young player and you be like, well, we'll have to see if he's better than the older players that's on the team already. Ted McMillan comes in right now better than Brandon Cooks, better than Jalen Tolbert, better than Jalen Brooks, better than Kevontae Turpin, better than Ryan Flournoy, and damn sure better than Jonathan Mingo. Facts is facts. The game gonna be the game, ladies and gentlemen. You can't cheat it. Facts is facts, and the game gonna be the game. If I have an opportunity to draft Ted McMillan and you put him versus Travis Hunter, I think we can really have a conversation about what you want to talk about. I think Travis is a better receiver than Ted. I think Ted is a better receiver than Travis right now. So far, I could change my mind, but I think Travis as a whole, you get a better package and a value player for him because he can go out there, chase a receiver around and shut him down. That's just how I feel. But I think Ted McMillan comes in right now, pure wide receiver 2, or pardon me, he's going to be your X receiver, but he's going to be your wide receiver 2 to CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb is your move around guy. Cowboys offense immediately takes the next step. But man, Voch, let's just assume, man, that Ted McMillan not on the board. Voch, Ted and Travis Hunter gone. Would you then take a risk on drafting our guy Will Campbell? I still wouldn't. Even if I was drafting 6th or 7th overall. Let's say Travis and Ted McMillan gone. Let's say I'm drafting 6th or 7th overall. Have y'all seen Mason Graham play? Have y'all seen Mason Graham play? Mason Graham, I don't know how much J.J. Watt weighed. But we just talking about a guy, 300, he probably be 330 or something, right? Moves like a defensive end. He moves like a 280-pound defensive end, and he's just as strong as the other one techs in the class. He's just as strong as all the other one techs in the class. And Michigan lines him up at 1. They line him up at 3. They line him up at edge. They stand him up sometimes. He's a pure penetrator. I think he's also really good in the run game. He's not a pure stack and shed guy, but he's strong enough to punch and stack and shed the hell out of people. It comes down to coaching. Coaching is going to matter if you want him to do that kind of role. But as a penetrating 1-tech, 3-tech type of dude, I don't think he's quite I don't think he's quite Jalen Carter. I don't think he's quite Quinnen Williams or anything like that. But right after Quinnen Williams, I think he's up there with like the DeForest Buckners of the world. I think he's up there with those guys. Now, all ski 1984, he says, no, not another Michigan player. Taco was a bust, so is Mozzie. I feel what you're saying. But in real life, we cannot scout the helmet. Because, yeah, you could get Mozzie and Taco Charlton, in which those players weren't good in the first place. Those are back of the draft players, to be fair. We don't say that about Aiden Hutchinson and Rashawn Gary. We simply don't. I think at the end of the day, if it's a Michigan player at the back of the first or the second round, run away. Get away. Run. But I think you can't just simply grade the helmet. Plus, they got a different DC in there. Like Wink Martindale is coaching defense in Michigan right now. So those dudes are going to operate a little bit different there. But just in general, I'm drafting. Look, I'm scared of the Michigan stuff too. I'm drafting Mason Graham. And we talking about defensive tackle that's been a headache for Cowboy fans, bro. Cowboys haven't hit on 1-tech in years, bro. Cowboys ain't hit on 1-tech and 3 defensive tackle in years, bro. I think this finally gives us an opportunity. I have a feeling we will have picks 7 through 10. Do you think we can grab Tet or Graham? I don't necessarily think Tet will be there past like 5 or anything like that. Graham could possibly be there at 7. Teams suck at drafting. Somebody may take Will Campbell for you. I don't know. But even if we do draft around 7 or 10, I'm not going to leave you hanging, Chad. I got a little hope for you. Chad. I ain't going to leave you hanging. Let's just say, let's do this real quick, bro. Let's do this. Thanks for your question. Let's do this. D-Mail, let's do this. Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're hoping all those guys shoot to the top of the board. If you're a Cowboy fan, you're hoping that Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, and Sanders shoot to the top of the board. We're all hoping that. Just keeping the buck with you. We're hoping that. If that's the case, the draft begins at the 4th overall pick or so, 4th or 5th overall pick or so. So let's just say that the 4th overall pick is Travis Hunter. The 5th overall pick is Teza McMillan. Let's just say the 6th overall pick is one of the Michigan kids, the corner Will Johnson that I don't want to necessarily draft, but somebody might love him. Let's just say even if they do take the tackle from Michigan, Mason Graham, what opportunities do we have left over? Man, have y'all seen this kid, bro? Have y'all seen Abdul Carter? Baby Micah? Man, hold on, bro. We ain't doing nothing else, bro. Hold on. Bleach Report. Hold on. Bro, we not doing nothing else, bro. Take this off. Hold on. We ain't doing nothing else, Bleach Report. Wait. Let me see. Abdul Carter. Hey, yo, look, man. Y'all need to go ahead and follow me on Bleach Report app and sub on YouTube, bro. Voch gonna hold you down. Voch cares if don't nobody else care. You understand me? Voch cares if don't nobody else care. You understand me? I'm about to show y'all a little something. I'm about to show y'all Abdul Carter. All right, here we go. Share. I'm going to just show you the whole screen. We ain't doing nothing else. I'm going to show you the whole screen. I want to be a circle right here. Chat. This is why it's so important. This is why it's so important that we just go ahead and just play Cooper Rush the rest of the season. Just go ahead and lose these games, bro. I don't know if y'all have seen Abdul Carter. He's a linebacker / pass rusher. Last year, he played mostly linebacker, and he'll go down there and pass rush sometimes. And his coaches was like, hey, in 2024, we're just going to leave him at edge and just let him be an edge guy. And now he got like 8 sacks in 7 games or something crazy like that. 9 sacks in 8 games, something crazy like that. Chat, this is the importance of go ahead and playing Cooper Rush and take care of your business. Even if Travis Hunter is not there, even if McMillan is not there, even if Graham is not there, you have a special opportunity to still walk away with a stud in Abdul Carter as a pass rusher. And I just can't help but to imagine what this dude does playing around Micah Parsons and Overshown. I can't help but to feel like this dude is just going to be special around Micah Parsons and Overshown. I can't help but to feel that way. And look, man, I'm not trying to sell you wolf tickets, man, but Abdul Carter is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And I think if you have an opportunity to draft him, I think you should. That's why it's so important that we go ahead and get Cooper Rush in that thing and just let Cooper Rush do his thing. Last week, Cooper Rush threw for 45 yards. Perfect. Do your thing, Cooper Rush. You ain't even got a tank. You just organically do your thing. You have to lock in these early slots to get these guys. Oski says, so you're telling me if the Boise State running back is there, you taking D tackle? My answer is yes. The Cowboys don't always have an opportunity to draft here. And I think Ashton Jeanty is a lovely player. Fantastic player, I think Ashton Jeanty is. People pretend like the running back value thing is not a real conversation. I do think you can draft a running back in the first round. I'm even going to give you a scenario in which where you can draft a running back in the first round. But, and Ashton Jeanty's right here. I do give you a scenario where I think it's okay to draft a running back in the first round, but I want to draft positions where it's hard to find dudes first. I think that's where value matters. I think in the second and third rounds, there would be running backs available for you that'll be studs. If you had a 4th round pick last year, you still could have walked away with a Braylon Allen. You could have got a Tyrone Tracy, Isaac Garendo. All those guys are doing well in the league right now if you had those picks. And Ashton Genty is better than all those guys. He's special. But just me personally, I feel like I can find Ashton Genty. Where are the elite defensive tackles later in the draft? That's the hard part, bro. If you want to draft a 2nd round graded defensive tackle, you'll stumble upon a bunch of Mozzie Smiths. If you want to find a day 2, day 3 receiver, it's going to be a lot of Jalen Tolbert looking dudes there. You have a rare opportunity to draft at the top of the boards here. And I think Mason Graham, just answering your question, I think with Mason Graham, if you have an opportunity to get a Jonathan Allen type dude, a Quentin Williams type dude, a JJ Watt type guy, a Jeffrey Simmons type guy, if you have an opportunity to get one of those guys, I think you have to. I think you have to. Teza McMillan is a dude here. Travis Hunter is a dude. Where are the Travis Hunters? Where are the Teza McMillans? I can find you a bunch of good running backs. I can find you some running backs in this class in the 2nd and 3rd and 4th round. We ain't got no 4th round picks in the 2nd and 3rd rounds. I think Ashton Genty is a dog, and I think if you've gotten to like the 10th or the 11th overall pick and you get wiped out, then I think it's cool to take Ashton Genty because Ashton is elite. But I'm not taking Genty over Hunter, McMillan, or Graham. Or Carter. Taking all those guys over Ashton Genty. Just in case you end up in a wide receiver battle. Go ahead, Tankathon up out of there. Just in case you end up in a wide receiver battle, maybe you don't want to take Genty necessarily, and you really do want a wide receiver, and you drafting around 9, 10, or 11. Have y'all seen Luther Burden play? Have y'all seen Luther? Man, hold on, Chad. We ain't doing nothing. Hey, yo, look. Go ahead and follow Voch Lombardi on Bleach Report, bro. Because come on, man. Nobody else on Bleach Report doing this. Anybody else on Bleach Report doing this, bro? Luther Burden. Chat. Just take a look at Luther Burden and ask yourself: can you see him working in tandem with CeeDee Lamb as a big play yak guy? I'm a sucker for yak ability, ladies and gentlemen. I am a sucker for yak ability. I think yak ability is football at its purest form. That means Luther Burden can catch the ball at the 15 and give you a touchdown. He can catch the ball at the 20, at the 49. He can catch the ball at the 49, and he can take it to the 14. That's the kind of stuff that's the kind of stuff that pure yak art does for you. I'm looking at Luther Burden, bro. If I'm at 9, 10, or 11, and I'm wiped out with my other elite players, and I'm still in a position where I'm not trying to take the offensive tackle, I'm really not trying to take the corner unless his name is Travis Hunter, and I'm really not trying to take the safety neither, because I'm thinking about value now. Dog, y'all can talk me into Luther Burden around 9 or 10. Igbuka's better than Burden. I mean, I'm sure. In this, so I think you have to ask. Trust me, I've been watching Igbuka for what, 4 years now? How long you been playing? I've been watching Igbuka for 4 years, my guy. Look, Igbuka. Look, I watched him last year because I thought he was gonna come out last year. I've been watching him for a while. I got Luther as my 3rd receiver though, humbly, respectfully. And I like Igbuka. I think but right now, I'm a big Luther Burden fan, bro. Big Luther Burden fan, bro. And I think he's a guy that you could easily go for if you in the 10 or 11 spot. But that's just how I feel. That's just where I'm at with it. Chat, what y'all think? Do y'all have any questions with my group of guys? I'm rooting for Cooper Rush to go ahead and throw for 45 yards the rest of the season. I don't need to see... I think Trey Lance will actually give you a chance to win the game, so I don't want to see him until we're mathematically locked into a pick. Travis Hunter, Teza McMillan, Mason Graham, Luther Burden, Abdul Carter. Those are my true elites. Those are my saying elites that I'm really trying to go after. Besides them, if those guys run out, give me Ashton Genty. Another saying elite running back that we can talk about. Besides that, trade out of there. If we can't trade out, then hey, we'll just figure out whoever the best player on the board is. We'll just go from there. But that's my list, chat. That's my list. How many first round grades will there be? Is it lower than usual this year? I know it's early, but what's your thoughts? Way too early for me, bro. Way too early for me. My next group of players I'm gonna watch. My next group of players I'm gonna watch. Linebacker Jalen Walker from Georgia. Pass rusher Michael Williams for Georgia, or Michael Williams from Georgia. Apparently, Oregon got a defensive tackle. Dane Brugler says I need to watch Derek Harmon. I'll look at him. I'm gonna watch a little more Isaiah Bond and offensive tackle Kelvin Banks. I'll watch him. And that's where we're at in the process. Going one time, going two times. Hey, love y'all to pieces, chat. Thank y'all so much for tapping in the Bleach Report. Hey, man, I don't know, you leave a like on the Bleach Report, but hey, hit follow for sure. And make sure that, every Wednesday I go live here. 3 Central and 11 Central. 3 Central and 10 Central, 11 Eastern. I talk about NFL in the mornings. I talk about Cowboys in the evenings here. So y'all be sure to tap in. I'm going to be talking about draft all season because we got Cooper Rush playing quarterback for us. So that's just how the game go. Hey, y'all be sure to tell a friend to download the Bleach Report app. You grab that phone and you make sure that they're tapped in on the Cowboy and draft tabs, because I might be making some appearances on them, and the NFL tabs and all that. And follow me on my YouTube and my Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Love y'all to pieces. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey. Till next time. Salute.